I came here with my wife, and we're both teachers, and we just, we wanted more time with our kids, and in Denmark they changed our working days, so it was very long, and here in Greenland it's more flexible, and then also the fact that we know that a lot of Greenlandic kids need some extra attention in school. That was a great motivation for us.
I came in '96. Because of my husband.
Okay.
No, we met in Denmark. He has been a child up here, and then he was in Denmark studying.
Okay.
And then we met in Denmark, and then he wasn't quite finished being here. Yeah. So we said, yeah, we'll take a year.
I came to Greenland because I kind of wrote this project about environment protection and climate change, and that's why I brought with me like 42 people and to educate and understand what's going on here in Greenland and bring this knowledge back to our communities.
Normally we have about 20-25 minus now.
25 minus.
Yes,
It's
summer.
not normal, yeah?
Summer. Yeah. We have no ice in the harbour. Normally the harbour is closed now with ice. We have no ice.
It's changed because of the weather being warmer. The ice cap is decreasing, and also the water is we get some new fish up here, and the locals talk a lot about that they actually find some new fish, and they're not that big anymore, and there's some things, but in normal, just everyday life, we don't actually feel it that much.
Some years we can feel the climate, like when you're talking about that everything is getting hotter. But some winters we have it really cold, and then we're looking at each other saying, it's not here that's getting hotter. But it differs from year to year. Some years are very different from other years.
That's the air what we are breathing right now.
I mean, it's awful here, and in most of Greenland. It just goes to what we call the dump. It's just a landfill, and there you, after 1 week perhaps, we put some diesel on top of it, air fuel, and then light it, and it just it's just one big fire, and plastic floats everywhere, and it just burns until there's no more.
That we don't have anywhere to put it. I would wish that we had a factory or a plant that could burn the garbage at the right temperature instead of just baking a big bonfire. In the bigger cities they have plants where you can burn your garbage at the right temperature, so it's no or less pollution as possible. But we don't have it in here. You don't have it in the small settlements, only in the big cities. Actually, they put money aside for it in '92 when the Americans left, but the money was spent for something else in the government. And that's why we don't have the plant here, because we got the money from Denmark, from the government in Denmark, to make this plant.
These old fridges, they contain freons and halons which are going to the atmosphere and they are so dangerous to our breath.
We have talked a lot about this and actually also complained a lot to the government and to the local municipality because there is no sorting. Even the batteries go into one big box and everything is transported to the landfill. So even though the kids wanted to sort, it would still go to the same place. So it would make no sense for the kids, and it's very unfortunately that that they can't do it even though they want to. We would definitely need someone from the outside saying that this is a problem, because the local government and our community, they're really fighting over who's responsible for this. And the kids have just been through 2 weeks where they wrote a letter to the government saying that enough is enough, we want you to do something. And their only reply is that it's someone else who's going to take care of it. But the fact is that nothing happens.
I would love for the hikers, when they hike from Kangerlussuaq to Sisimiut, that they take their trash all the way to Sisimiut and then leave it there, because they have a plant where you can burn it. Instead of just, they take it, they carry it in their backpacks, and then when they have their stops at the huts or if they put up their tents, then they leave the garbage there, because now we have been eating and now it's empty, so we just leave it here. Why don't you bring it, because you brought it from the beginning, why don't you bring it all to the end and then leave the garbage? You don't need to bring the garbage home to your own country, but leave it in the city where they have this plant for burning at the right temperature. I don't like tourists leaving garbage in nature.
I think just to spread the message around the world and actually keep on saying people what's happening here, and trying to send this message as well to the politics and governments, that they actually understand the issue, and especially Denmark, that they collaborate together to make a change, better change.
Well, locally for the kids, it would be great for them to, for instance, get a video from other places, seeing how we're doing it, for instance, in the rest of Europe. That would be totally great, because we can show them how it's supposed to be done, or what other countries try to do. That would be great. For instance, get some kids to make a video saying this is our landfill, this is how we recycle. At home, when I'm finished eating, I have to put different kinds of bags, that would be totally great.
Okay, I will spend, instead of having this money for the airport, I would put them to take care of all the kids, because the kids are the future. If you don't take care of your kids, you don't have a future, because they're the ones who's bringing life further. So if you don't make sure they have a good childhood so they can be good adults, if you ruin them, you have no good adults. And then you're just making a big hole for yourself.
That they keep their culture as it is, and they keep their most values, and then collaborating with other countries, we actually make this change, and we start together deal with the climate change, so everyone is happy.
Arim shim shim, gully 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 rim shim shim. Arim shim shim, arim shim shim, gully 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 rim shim shim. Arabia, Arabia, gully 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 rim shim shim. Arabia, Arabia, gully 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 rim shim shim.